Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. There's so many great things that happen at this meeting. One of the first, though, is we get to thank and honor our outgoing board member, Ms. Carleen Beste, who's given 2 terms of service, and which would usually be 8 years. But she generously gave another year and has served 9 years underneath the Board of Education for Hermosa Beach. So we couldn't be more honored and privileged for your service. I've distilled down to being a good board member to 3 things, and it's reading, it's asking questions, and it's being a critical thinker. And out of those 3, you do all 3 of them really well. But out of them, you ask the best questions. And I couldn't have appreciated your time up on the dais for the questions that you ask. They are always on point. They are always getting to the heart of whatever the issue is. And it's made my time as a board member that much better. So thank you. It's made the district that much stronger. And thank you for doing what you do. With that, we've had our students come up and recognize you. We'd like to have our Hermosa Beach Educators Association President, Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, Carleen, so much for your years of service. We really appreciate it. From the Hermosa Beach Educators Association. This is a small token of our appreciation from one of our local eating establishments. Thank you.
I believe we have some council representation here. Did I see a Dr. Mary Campbell? Mr. Massey, are you also coming up, or is it? Yeah.
I didn't dress for the occasion.
Well, let's see if I can hold something at the same time. Carleen, congratulations. Made it. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's so great to see a full house and some of our students in the room. On behalf of the entire City Council of Hermosa Beach, I'm Mayor Pro Tem this year, Mary Campbell, and this is my colleague, Justin Massey, former mayor, as I think you all know. I would like to read and then say a couple of words. So first, the formal recognition from the City of Hermosa Beach is for Carleen R. Beste. What's the R for? That bad, right? Whereas Mrs. Carleen Beste has rendered service to this community which deserves special recognition, and whereas Mrs. Beste received her bachelor's degree in journalism from Ohio State University and also holds a certificate in corporate community involvement from Boston College Center for Corporate Citizenship, and whereas Mrs. Beste has held several leadership positions within the community, and as the manager for Northrop Grumman Foundation, she oversees all foundation programming which focuses on science, technology, engineering, and math education. And whereas Mrs. Beste has served on the Hermosa Beach School Board for 9 years, from December 2009 to December 2018, and whereas her dedication on the school board and many other civic organizations has won her the respect and affection of her colleagues. Now, therefore, I, Mary Campbell, Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Hermosa Beach, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby tender the certificate of recognition to Mrs. Carleen Beste with our sincere thanks and appreciation for her dedicated service to our community. December 12th, 2018. Congratulations. I served for 4 years alongside Carleen on the school board, as some of you probably know. And so it's nice to have the honor to come and congratulate you and thank you for all the time and attention and sincere heart you've put into this role. And all the other roles, apparently. I'm not sure I'm aware of all of them. But I want you to know that your service has made a tremendous difference, and I was able to witness that firsthand for at least 4 of your 9 years. I was part of the reason, I think I was one of the votes that caused you to have a 5th year. So and then I bailed. But anyway, all that to say, I just want to wrap up and say that I hope you reflect on this time and really are proud and understand the contributions that you've made, which have been many and deep and wide. So thank you so much, and it's just been a pleasure to serve alongside you and learn from you, especially in my early years. So congratulations again.
Okay. We have several recognitions from different county bodies. Is anyone from the County of Los Angeles here? Well, then, on behalf of the County of Los Angeles, I'd like to award you your commendation.
Thank you.
Yes. Do we?
County certificates are always very pretty.
They are. Do we have anybody from the Assembly here? No. Then, on behalf of the California Assembly and Officer Al Maritsucci, I'd like to award you your certificate of recognition. Anyone from the State Senate? Nope. Then on behalf of Senator Ben Allen, he's a new father, thank you again for your service. And then there was one more from the Hermosa Beach City District. Again, thank you again for your service and leadership.
Real quickly. I know. Kathy McCurdy and Jack Burns would like to say we both had the pleasure and honor of serving with you on the school board in this district, and I have totally valued everything. What I heard earlier is your questions, your thought, your commitment to this district, and I just wanted to say, even though we're old-timers and long gone, we are so grateful for your service, and we are so honored to be here tonight to recognize your service. Thank you.
I'd like to invite you up to the dais for one more round of roasting before we do a changeover. I'd like to ask my colleagues if they'd have any thoughts for Ms. Beste. Do you want to start?
I'd love to start.
Please.
So, Carleen, I just wanted to thank you for a number of different things, but thank you to the service to the community. I think you're a really great example of what happens when you get involved in your local governance, and you can make a huge impact, and I think you should go and walk proud in the city of Hermosa Beach. It's been an honor to be up here with you because I feel like you just model great governance and you model professionalism and you're super fair. So I feel like that's what I'm taking from this whole year of being with you, and I really appreciate all your guidance along the way. So.
I want to say thank you as well, not just for myself and my colleagues up here, but looking out at all the kids out there and the service you've done for them. It really is about them. My two just walked out somewhere. But looking at them and, third grade and kindergarten, the difference that you've made in your 9 years so that they have the opportunities that they have now, coming on the board in the depths of the recession, I can only imagine what that was like. So seeing us get on our feet through the passage of Measure S, unfortunate with Measure Q, but seeing that through with Measure S and now where the district is going it owes a lot to you for being up here and leading the path to get us where we are and where we are going. And I hope that the least that the rest of us can do is carry on that legacy, and we're going to try our darndest to do it because that's what you deserve. So thank you.
Well, I second everything everybody has said. I just personally want to thank you for your 9 years of leadership. It's an extraordinary commitment. It's a lot of work to be up here. It takes a lot of, caring. And in a busy day with lots of balls in the air, it's not always easy. And Carleen always made it seem so seamless. Her strength, her vision. her analytical mind. I mean, we were all very lucky to have you. And I am so grateful that my children were in the school district for most of the 9 years that you served, because they were the direct beneficiaries of your greatness. I am so happy I got to serve with you. This was something I really wanted, and you were part of that, because you were such a great example of what a leader should be. So thank you very much, Carleen.
Thank you. Carleen, do you have any last thoughts, Carleen?
Sure. So 9 years is a long time, and there's been so many changes in the district. I think from when I started to having this whole conversation about, are we going to have to close the doors, and Kathy and Jack were part of that conversation, to being in a position to be able to open up a new school and provide our students with what they really deserve. I'm going to get all choked up. Dad, don't you cry too. You can make it even worse. I'm really honored to have been able to serve this community, and thankful for all of my family and friends and all of my colleagues and the district staff and the members of the community who have supported me during this time. It's been a great experience, and I know that we'll leave the district in really good hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, we will close announcements and move on to a quick break before heading into board action. Please. Oh, Superintendent Escalante, sorry.
No problem. I just want to say on behalf of the administrative team how much we appreciate everything that you've done for us. We know that you are someone who challenges us to be the smartest and brightest that we can be. On a personal note, now I'm going to start crying, but on a personal note, seeing you and Jack and Kathy, the three of you were on the board when I was hired, and you helped make a PTA mom look good by becoming the superintendent. And so there's hope for everybody out there who's interested in being superintendent, but the fact that the three of you and Lisa and Patty had confidence in someone who didn't necessarily just fit the mold is a real tribute, in my opinion, to the inspiration that you've provided to all of us as administrators in our district. So we've modeled a lot of our thinking based on how you've challenged us, and I personally really thank you for believing in me. Thank you.
Thank you. And so with that, we'll take a quick break and resume in a minute.